Hello, my name is Dr. Shweta. Today we discuss about the Parkinsonism disease. Parkinsonism, it is a disorder of the basal ganglia in the substantia nigra. This area is involved. Here we found the ACH level is increased and dopamine level is decreased. What is the function of the normal dopamine? Normal dopamine control the movement and coordination. What is the function of the ECH level? ECH level is contraction of the smooth vessels, slow the heart rate, dilate the blood vessel. And here we found the triad, that is rigidity, akinesia and the tremor. Rat, the rat means R's rigidity, akinesia, bradykinesia, tremor, resting or peel rolling movement. In the peel, what is the peel rolling movement? We found in the resting condition tremor, and there we found in the our thumb here. Extrapyramidal tract disorder, it is a extrapyramidal tract disorder. And here recently, as it is a extrapyramidal tract disorder, and here recently one added criteria is response to levodopa. As we know, Parkinsonism treatment is levodopa. So the if levodopa, if it is good response, then it is typical Parkinsonism. If bad response, then atypical Parkinsonism. Parkinsonism is two types, typical and atypical. The causes. Then causes of the Parkinson disease is mainly Parkinson disease, the first cause. Here it is age-related degeneration of the basal ganglia. So here genetic mutation we found. With genetic mutation, Park gene, that is found in the chromosome 1. Secondary Parkinsonism. In secondary Parkinsonism, it is called drug induced because there is we give the drugs that cause the Parkinsonism disease. Drug is antipsychotic drug, most commonly, and it is dopamine decrease and increase ACH excess. So the treatment is benzoxazole and trihexyphenidyl. Benzoxazole, trihexyphenidyl, both are anticholinergic drugs. And other causes, it is a endocrine disorder. That's why high in hyperparathyroidism and hypoparathyroidism. In both the cases, Parkinson disease occurs in the hyperparathyroidism. Parathyroid level increases and the calcium is increases. That calcium deposit in the basal ganglia and cause the calcification of the basal ganglia, because here serum calcium also increases. Hypoparathyroidism, PTH level decreases, phosphate increases. Here we found a formula where calcium phosphate and calcium phosphate, if increase the more than 55, then it leads to calcium deposit in the basal ganglia, and it occurs in the kidney stone also, and that leads to calcification of the basal ganglia. And Schum gases poisoning also the next cause, that is we found in the carbon dioxide poisoning. In the carbon dioxide poisoning is called manganese poisoning, carbon disulfide. In carbon monoxide poisoning, there is cherry red leaf appearance, okay, and there is paralysis agitants. Use of the gas geyser also in the small apartment. In a small apartment, closed apartment where oxygen is not going out and in, less oxygen, less ventilation, there we found if a person is awake in the morning, she suffer from headache, severe headache, because there is carbon dioxide has more affinity to bind with hemoglobin in normally as compared to oxygen. As the apartment where oxygen is not found, there carbon dioxide is more, then it bind with hemoglobin, form carboxyhemoglobin. Its value is more as compared to oxyhemoglobin. So the carboxyhemoglobin volume, it leads to headache in the morning, or that's the person is feeling drowsiness, fatigue, and due to oxyhemoglobin, the person suffer bradykinesia. Means he not active, he slow in every work, and it's lead to basal ganglia malfunction. So the bradykinesia occurs slow in acting, and that is called the agitated behavior. It's irritating. always, because severe headache, slow motion, everything, bradykinesia, so that's the person is agitated behavior we found. And it is like pseudo paralysis like symptoms are found here. We study now then typical and atypical Parkinsonism. First, we go to the atypical Parkinsonism. In the atypical Parkinsonism, there is multiple system atrophy. What we consider in the atypical Parkinsonism, first we know that levodopa. If levodopa has bad response, then it is atypical Parkinsonism. We now the previous year question we found more for questions are comes from the atypical Parkinsonism as compared to typical. So we first discuss the atypical phenomena. Atypical Parkinsonism, what we include: multiple system atrophy, progressive supranuclear gait palsy, and corticobacillar degeneration. Or let's discuss with one by one. In the atypical Parkinsonism, we found the Huntington chorea. It is a disorder, Huntington chorea, or it is a genetic disorder. The gene is Huntington gene, that is mutate, found in the chromosomal number 4. It is autosomal dominant, and the year of the atypical phenomenon is 40 to 50 years, and 75% expressed in the degeneration. Here the main found is chorea. Okay, then what is chorea? Chorea is a semi-purposive fast involuntary movement in the hand of a patient due to the lesion of caudate nucleus. Okay, that is all called chorea. And we found here chorea, or it is anticipation. What does mean anticipation? The disease is severe in the next generation. Increase severity of the disease with successive generation. Okay, so it is occurs in the 40 to 50 years. It is clinical feature is chorea due to caudate nucleus. And here the gene, the Huntington gene, it is a trinucleotide repeat. Carg segment is repeat, more than 40 times repeat. That's where the protein, abnormal protein, is developed in the cytoplasm, that is called ubiquitin. What is the ubiquitin? It is a slow poison in the cytoplasm of the neuron. Okay, or if it increase, then it act like a toxin and damage to the neuron. The abnormal protein, neuroprotein, it stimulate the neuronal finding. That's where the patient like chorea is found. Okay, and the neuronal death due to atypical is dementia. In the dementia, it is a atypical Parkinsonism. Okay, it's the one reason. What we found in the Huntington chorea, there is a short-term memory, long-term memory, dementia. It occurs in 40 to 50 years. One term we now use, not use here, but we know, that is called ethiotosis. What is ethiotosis? Ethiotosis is due to damage to the globus pallidus. That's why स्लो रीडिंग माउट्स होता है. इट डिस्टल इन द हैंड, बोथ आर अकर इन द डिस्टल इन द हैंड, बट इट इज पर्पोजलेस. It is a purposeless movement. It is a purpose, that is slow reading mouths. Okay, then we what found short-term memory, long-term dementia, bradykinesia in 40 years here. 40-year patient need diaper, means a person is going to washroom, but it's so slow that he can't reach to the washroom, and the urine it occurs because there is person has bradykinesia. So it's we tell that 40 years male need diaper. Stiffness muscle in the upper limb, we found the cogwheel rigidity, and the lower limb we found the lead pipe rigidity. Two types of rigidity found: cogwheel rigidity, lead pipe. Then investigation, MRI head. Investigation, we do the MRI head. In the MRI head, we found boxcar ventricle. Why boxcar ventricle? Due to the atrophy of the caudate nucleus. Okay, then we found in treatment levodopa is contraindicated here. So we don't give levodopa. Then what we give? Levodopamine depleter, that is tetrabenazine, that what reduce the involuntary movement. Okay. Next we progress to the progressive supranuclear gene plus. It is atypical Parkinsonism. Here we found the superior colliculus is involved. In Huntington chorea, which part of the brain is involved? Here caudate is involved, and in the progressive supranuclear gene palsy, superior colliculus is involved. Here we maintain gauge palsy recurrent because here the person we found the person is recurrent false because of the vertical gauge. Gauge, what does means gauge? He don't work because properly because he can't see the ground. So difficulty in reading the newspaper. Uneven surface we can work, but they can't. And there is while they eating food, the food is fall down. We called sometimes that you are behaving like a child, but that person uh, who has Parkinsonism, we found that the spilling of the food on the cloth has rigidity, cog wheel, and lead pipe. And there is in the EOG we found the square wave jerks. Okay, found the square wave jerks. In MRI we found the hummingbird. Why hummingbird? Because the organ affected is superior colliculus. The part of the brain affected is superior colliculus, and the superior colliculus that is small in size. Okay, and the treatment. What we give in this treatment here, levodopa is bad response. You know, atypical. That's why we don't give levodopa. If we give the levodopa, its effect is too less. Then we proceed to third, multiple systemic atrophy. In the multiple systemic atrophy, we found the Side-Drager syndrome. That is also called Side-Drager syndrome. It occurs in the 60 years and it is bradykinesia, rigidity. What type of rigidity? Axial and truncal. Here we found the autonomial insufficiency. May be present, may be absent. So here I give the symbol of plus minus. Postural BP means the percentage recurrent fall because BP can't maintain, so there is postural hypotension. Here occurs constipation, diarrhea, and cerebral gait. Cerebral gait we found here, it is a intentional tremor. Okay, or here we MRI had what we found, hot crush burn sign, hot crush burn sign, and it occurs. What is the treatment? As it is poor to levodopa, poor response to levodopa. So what we found in the atypical, we found that if it see the table, there is in the levodopa what we found in the found that HD means Huntington syndrome. There is the involved pitch caudate and the boxcar vertical in MRI, and chorea is a symptom. But in progressive supracollicular gait palsy, we found the organ involved with supracolliculus, hummingbird appearance in the MRI, and the what we found square wave jerk in atrophy, multiple systemic atrophy. We found the brainstem involved, and here the hot cross burn sign, and there is postural instability, postural hypertension occur. And next we found the square root wave sign, and the square root jerks. In the square root wave sign we found in the restrictive cardiomyopathy and constructive pericarditis, but square root jerk sign we found in the only progressive supracolliculus gait palsy. Okay,